MC this evening for the awards part of our event. Randy was a member of the House of Commons representing Edmonton Centre from 2015 to 2019. He was also the first chair of the board of the newly formed Centre for Family Literacy, and he was instrumental in creating this great organization. His passion for literacy has only increased over the years, and he was recognized in 2009 himself, receiving the Lois Hole Community Leadership Award. And so I'm really, really happy that Randy's here to join us. And over.
Well, thanks very much, Heather Jane, and hello, everybody. And it was wonderful to be able to tune into the AGM and see the video and to listen to all the progress that the organization has made over the years. The Center for Family Literacy has a special place in my heart. I think in 1998, Maureen Sanders asked me if I would serve for 2 years, and it turned into 10. So that shows just how sticky this organization is. And then Donna Lemieux, who was like, she who sells shall be obeyed, and Kim Chung kept bringing me back to the organization, and I'm thrilled to be here again today. So it's a great honor for me to be here, and I can tell you that one of the awards that I keep in view so that I can think about her and the Center for Family Literacy regularly is the Lois Hole Community Leadership Award. So it ranks up there with my time serving as Member of Parliament for Edmonton Centre. And let me just start by saying Mio Tatako and Tatawa, which is Cree for guests. You're welcome. There is room here. And to echo your announcement or your acknowledgement, Heather Jane, that we are on Treaty 6 lands, the lands of the Cree, the Nakota Sioux, and the home of the Métis Nation. And I just want to congratulate all of the award recipients, all of the nominees, everybody who kept focusing on their kids' literacy, their family literacy, their own literacy, during what has been the most difficult year and a half almost in recorded history. Since people have been, the people who are alive now were born. It's like the last century. So, and thank you to the Center for Family Literacy for putting on these awards in the face of such adversity, and for shining a light on people who deserve the recognition. I remember Donna saying to me, will you do this for us? Will you do our breakfast? Will you do that? Yeah, sure I will. She goes, okay, give me a title for your speech. I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, I need a title for the speech now. Because she wanted to release the promotional materials that morning. So I don't know. And I said, literacy, a bridge to opportunity. And after having lived this year, as you all have, in isolation and with so much stress and extra responsibility thrown on us just to stay safe, I thought that it worked well, that your mission is a shared mission with me and so many others, which is to make sure that as many Edmontonians and Canadians as possible have a bridge to a healthy, positive, successful future. And so I want you to do this. Picture, if you will, a great river valley with two very high riverbanks, a chasm, if you will, such as our own river valley. And go in your mind's eye right to 109th Street and look south. Then go back in time 200 years. No high-level bridge, no legislature, no university, Fort Edmonton in the distance, and consider whichever side you are on as potential. You have your skills, your ambitions, your plans. Get on that other bank, all the way down the slope, all the way across the river, all the way up again is something that you need, something that you can use to make your life better. And that bank is where your opportunity lies. And think of all of the effort that it takes to get from one side of the bank, the North Saskatchewan, to the other side in 1821. It's doable, but it's going to take time and toil, and there's great risk every day of the year. And think how much easier it is to get from one side of the riverbank to the other in 2021. We simply walk across the bridge. A simple stroll connects our potential with opportunity. And that bridge is what literacy does for people. Literacy fundamentally changes the link between potential and opportunity. It accelerates and enhances the path from potential to opportunity. In short, literacy is freedom. And in your work at the Center for Family Literacy, you get to help people build their bridge every day. And I want to share with you a story that I've never told anywhere. And it's the moment that I asked Lois Hole to serve as our honorary patron. And she was then the Chancellor of the University of Alberta. And we were having a celebratory lunch at the faculty club, and I was invited. And her appointment as the next Lieutenant Governor of Alberta had already been announced. And we were chatting about her roots in St. Albert, my growing up in Morinville, her commitment to Francophone education, and all that she had championed while Chancellor at the university. And she looked wistfully into the out of the window across the river valley. And she said, I wonder what I'll be able to champion as lieutenant governor. Imagine me, a farmer's wife, representative of the Queen in Alberta. What a country. And then I got the idea. And I said, Chancellor, I think that libraries and literacy will factor large in your work and your legacy over at the legislature. She broke into a big smile. She said, oh yes, Randy, you're right about that. I smiled some more and I said, there's an organization that's coming to the fore, the first of its kind in Canada, dedicated to family literacy. I'm the chair of that new board, and we're looking for our first honorary patron. We were waiting for your time as chancellor to come to an end before asking, and now here we are. What would you say to being the honorary patron of the Center for Family Literacy? And I loved that all she did was smile in reply and said, are you kidding me? I love that idea. And I said, do you think the province will have an issue with this? She said, my dear, I've already decided. You leave the province to me. And the rest, as they say, is history. And she will always be known as a champion of literacy and libraries and the lifelong passion of learning, and as Alberta's wild rose. So on with the presentations. Community Leadership Award. The Community Leadership Award recognizes an individual, organization, or business who has shown leadership in family literacy activities, raised funds for family literacy programs or organizations, increased public awareness of family literacy issues. And our winner this year, Nanette Jones, is the literacy coordinator at Flagstaff Community Adult Learning, and she has excelled in all of these areas. So let's do this. Let's do some jazz hands. Awesome, awesome. And I can see 5 pages of awesomeness right now with you having your hands in the air. So that's pretty cool. Nanette's work includes building knowledge within the County of Flagstaff on the variety of literacy that we use every day. And what is most near and dear to her heart is family literacy. 8 years ago, Nanette saw the need for family literacy programming in the county, and ever since has been working tirelessly to build a program to support families. She started from scratch, taking family literacy training, researching the right programs for the community, hiring staff, and finding funding. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. And then you deliver, right? It sounds easy? Nah, well, in support of family literacy, Nanette travels to communities throughout the county, speaking to librarians, staff in elementary schools, and preschool teachers. She organizes meetings with Alberta Health Services, fetal alcohol specialists, healthy family workers, and she is a leader in the Flagstaff Early Childhood Coalition. Tireless in her efforts is she, and she never stops. Presently, she is in the process of working to connect families participating in the Books for Babies program with the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, so families can receive a free book every month. In the words of her nominee, quote, there is no one in Flagstaff County who has done more for family literacy than Nanette Jones. Nanette, if Lois Hole were here, she would give you a very big Lieutenant Governor hug. Congratulations, Nanette, and we're gonna give you jazz hands as we give you the microphone to say a few words.
Wow. Well, it's a good thing this isn't in person, really.
We're sending you a big hug, Nanette. We're sending you a distance hug.
This is so awesome. And it was so good to hear the history of Lois Hole and the Center for Family Literacy. And it's just amazing what all of you do there. I just really appreciate each one of you. Randy, I loved what you said about the bridge to opportunities. And you know, whether it's in family literacy or adult literacy, volunteer recruitment, whatever, we're always looking for those bridges to opportunity. I want to just say, I know that Lois Hole was a strong advocate of literacy, and this is a precious honor for us. Families want to be engaged in their children's learning and have a say in how it's delivered. It's so important to have all the stakeholders at the table. Our community is stronger because of the collaboration of the leaders of all the organizations that serve Flagstaff families. The Lois Hole Community Leadership Award is so meaningful to us because of all the amazing people who help us provide the many aspects of family literacy to our community. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you, Joanne McMahon, for your nomination. Of anybody who's just got all this energy, it's Joanne. In fact, once we're done this meeting here, she's got 100 Women Who Care Flagstaff. And
Cool.
if you've heard of 100 Women Who Care, I think you should check it out. It's a wonderful organization. And Joanne, just awesome that you would nominate us for this award. It's so meaningful when someone I respect and admire so much would do this. Thank you, Lois Pelagi and Val Rathjen, for your encouragement when we wanted to try a 10-week pilot project. And to our board members who support our endeavors. We're now completing our 7th year. Thank you to our facilitators, Joanne McMahon, Janet Gartner, Megan Eady, and Linda Coots. You are the ones who make it easy to lead because of your dedication to family literacy in Flagstaff. We certainly enjoyed so many of the benefits of online programming, as Kim mentioned in her report. And yeah, we're international too. That was pretty exciting. And Donna is right. It takes a village to raise awareness. And with that, we also say thank you. Thanks to the support of our communities throughout Flagstaff, our volunteer board, our community volunteers, funders, community organizations such as the local libraries and churches, the Forsberg Arena, the Flagstaff Early Childhood Partnership. That Flagstaff Early Childhood Partnership, I just want to mention,
Sure.
when we used to get the Center for Family Literacy's cow bus out here, we had a group of the agencies, and we would get together, and with the cow bus parked outside, the agencies would have activities indoors, and we would have it in 4 locations. And we were very sad when the cow bus died, but we are continuing because the collaboration of that partnership was so important. That partnership from the cow bus then became the Flagstaff Beaver Early Childhood Coalition. And then when that funding model changed, then we still get together as a partnership. So even though we don't have money, we have resources and we love working together. And so I just really appreciate the collaboration in our community. And I just want to thank you once again from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for this Lois Hole Memorial Award. Thanks.
Well, I can tell you, Nanette, having known Lois for a long time, you are channeling the spirit of Lois Hole and all that you do for your community in the province. And so just smile. And on those days when you're wondering why you ever did this to yourself, just go pick up that award and give it a hug, and it'll be Lois hugging you back, and we'll be there with you. So thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
And this is Donna, I mean, it's Zoom, and Heather Jane, it's more like a seminar and a celebration among friends, and it is an award ceremony. But I do want to say 2 things and I see Jason Boissennault is on in this event, and I just want to say that thanks to the work of the Center for Family Literacy and supporting me and a group of people, I want to say now over 10 years ago, 2009, 2010, we were able to create Literacy Without Borders. And thanks to Jason Boissonnault and a bunch of great people, they took that over when I got sucked into Parliament. And the Rhymes That Bind is now adapted in Belizean contexts in multiple language, including Maya and Garifuna. And it's just amazing that this continues. So if you wonder where your work in Edmonton can go, it can go around the world. And you've seen that through COVID, and it was happening before COVID. And I just want to tip my hat that I'm not wearing right now to Jason and the team at LWB and the godfathers and godmothers at the CFL for letting us do that around the world. So speaking of adult learners, let's turn to the Adult Learner Award, which recognizes an individual in one of the center's adult literacy programs who has shown a commitment to their own learning. We received 2 nominations in this category. Haniya Raza came to the center in the summer of 2020 as a new resident of Edmonton. She wanted to work on her English, reading, writing, and conversational skills. Haniya has worked with her tutor since August, and although facing many challenges, she has persisted with their bi-weekly tutoring session. As a single parent of a 1-year-old child, and in the beginning using her cell phone, she did her grammar and conversation exercises while monitoring the activities of her very active baby. Haniya now uses her computer and undertakes a range of activities on Zoom. She is focused on the written and spoken aspects of English that are needed for her active job search, which is her current priority. Haniya is feeling more confident once COVID restrictions end, that she's eager to meet more people, visit the Edmonton Public Library branch in her community, and see more of Edmonton. Let's congratulate Haniya on her nomination. Jazz hands. Applause, everyone. Great. Kelly Beeusaert came to the center in the spring of 2020, and she was matched with a one-on-one tutor to work to improve her reading and spelling skills, as her goal is to become a writer. With her determination to learn, she quickly was able to join several of the center's book clubs, as well as a group tutoring opportunity. In the group settings, Kelly is an active participant, giving practical suggestions to the group. She's always eager to learn, and her sense of humor and thoughtful opinions add a great deal. Despite facing significant trauma as a child and her education being sidelined, Kelly's determination to improve her literacy skills is quite remarkable. She's putting those skills to work in her daily life and confided to her tutor that she's now able to write emails at work that her coworkers easily understand. She recently started volunteering with an organization that provides low-priced food options in various neighborhoods. Kelly's determination and great attitude lead all of her nominators to believe that she will succeed in her goal of becoming a writer, and they look forward, as do I, to reading her work. Congratulations, Kelly, on being named the 2021 Center for Family Literacy Adult Learner Award winner. Jazz hands as we turn the microphone over to you. Kelly.
I'm not sure what to say, to be honest, other than this is the best thing I've ever had happen. If I never saw that cow bus, I wouldn't have known about family literacy. And my friend that brings the cow bus to our community, I just can't believe that I've learned so much in such a small amount of time, and it was fantastic. I have to say, all the people I've worked with are awesome.
That's amazing. Let me tell you, I have a question because it's in your bio. So what kind of writing do you hope to do?
Three genres. I want to do children's books,
Mhm.
fantasy, and murder mystery.
Okay, well, you've got it. You've got three of my favorites there, actually. So, after all the book bags that we delivered at the Center for Family Literacy, and where do you think on your journey, like how much more learning do you think you have to do before you'd put your first ideas down, or have you already done that?
I already have the first book written.
You already have the first book written.
Yeah.
You just need a publisher, or where are you with that?
I need to edit it, and I've been writing it since I started at the Family Literacy, and I just need to edit it, and then I'm going to get someone actually professionally to edit it, and then I'm hoping to get it actually made, and it's a murder mystery. It's called Jim the Accidental Murderer.
Okay, Jim the Accidental Murderer. So you have a community of supporters right now on you, giving you jazz hands and celebrating. So I'm going to make a special appeal right now. If there's any editors on the call right now, or if anybody knows any editors that we can introduce to Kelly, can you please give me name or emails now? Put it in the chat bar and we will connect you, and Donna will connect you, because you have a group of people here who are supporting you and want you to succeed. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that
And
sounds awesome.
what message would you have to anybody who's struggling with their literacy right now and they're scared and they don't know what the first step to take is? What advice would you have as somebody who's walked across that bridge now and you're seeing all these opportunities in front of you? What would you say to the person that's on the edge of the river valley, not sure if they should go across the bridge?
Ask a friend to take you across the bridge.
Oh, that's the quote. I want to take a photo of you right now and say, that's the quote, right? Ask a friend to take you across the bridge. And I suspect you will take some friends across the bridge yourself, won't you?
Yep.
Okay. I think we owe you a debt of gratitude already. Can't wait to read your book. And let's have some more jazz hands for Kelly.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Ken, I see your hand up. Was that a click of the wrong thing, or would you like to make a quick quick intervention. Ken Reagan.
No, thank you, Randy. I was just trying to get, I only have one jazz hand.
Well, it's nice to see you here, and it's always nice to hear your voice. So I just want, if you had an anecdote or something, I mean, that's the kind of
no,
event it is.
I just wanted to congratulate Kelly and the other recipients. I'm just constantly amazed at and inspired by all of them. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. And I mean, the core of the Center for Family Literacy, as many of you know, is that you know, the birthplace of literacy is in the home, and we want everybody to focus on that. And as we've seen, and Kelly's an example, like at some point you just realize that you want to deepen your own literacy journey and improve your skills, and so that's just fantastic. And the core of the Center for Family Literacy, of course, is family literacy and family learning. And so the center has created a Family Learner Award. And this award recognizes a family in one of the center's family literacy programs that has shown commitment to the learning of all members of the family. And so the center's winner this year is Minna Kai. That Minna and the family have demonstrated extraordinary dedication, perseverance, and commitment to her own growth, learning, and the development of that and her children. Her list of program activities, get ready, is long and noteworthy. Actively and consistently attending programs for the past 5 years. She started with Rhymes That Bind, 3-2-1 Fun, and Learn and Grow Together, and was a remarkable participant and attendee. Minna currently participates with her 2 children in Family Book Club, Rhymes That Bind, Big Kids Story Slam, Cow Corner, and Big Kids Rhymes That Bind. Being an English school language learner and a parent navigating through teaching 2 languages, Minna has faced many challenges, including struggles with communication to be understood and to understand in a program setting. She has overcome these challenges through actively participating in the program, becoming an independent learner, and practicing as much as possible on her own time. When COVID hit, Minna quickly adapted to the online platform, making use of the chat and annotation features to ask questions and to share information. Minna's efforts have made a measurable impact on her children's literacy. Every week, she enthusiastically shares what the family has learned and how they've put that learning to use. Both of her children have significantly increased their vocabulary skills, and Minna encourages and celebrates her children's accomplishments. She takes her job of helping her children achieve their full potential very seriously. Congratulations to Minna and the whole family. Let's give jazz hands as we ask Minna to say a few words.
Thank you, Randy, for the kind and lovely words about me. Hello, everyone. I am Minna. Today, I'm so delighted to attend your annual general meeting and so honored to be the winner of Lois Hole Family Learner Award. I did not know about this award until one of your fantastic facilitators, Janine, told me that I was nominated. My 2 girls, who are 5 years old and 3 years and a half, do develop their language skills at a rapid pace, but without the amazing program from Center for Family Literacy and you great facilitators, I would not have been inspired to support their language learning in various ways, and they would not have had their literacy skill boosted. When I was pregnant with my big girl, the only thing I know about how to support a child's literacy development was reading to the child from birth. But my family is lucky because we get to know CFL and its amazing programs. My big girl and I have been attending your program since she was 3 months, and my little one since she was 1 month. We have attended most of your programs, such as Rhymes That Bind, Books for Babies, Learn Together, Grow Together, Cow Corner, Pajama Rhymes That Bind, Bedtime Cow Corner, Big Kids Rhymes That Rock, Big Kids Story Slam, Family Book Club, and Supper Time Story Time. We spend quality time at each program, and my girls have learned many songs and rhymes and how to make their own books, and I have got a lot of literacy tips to support their language development. I learned that the repetition of songs and rhymes help children learn language, and singing with them is a great way to interact with them. So I sing with my girls every day the song we learned from the program. And now they can not only sing a lot of songs, but also make up their own songs and rhymes. I learn about connection with children. Every day I spend time with them, hugging them, singing songs together and reading books to them. I learned from the facilitator how to read a book to children. So when I read a book to them, I use different expressions and change tone of voice. And I learned how to help develop listening comprehension in my children. I ask questions and point out the story details and elements while reading books to them. So, which is a great serve and return activity I learned from the program as well. I help my girls make puppets so they can retell stories. And after we read the books, I print out sequence cards for them to place in order. And I've got a great idea of notebook activity from the program. So very often my girls watch me writing down the lyrics of the songs we learn from the program. And they draw the picture beside the lyrics and they find the rhyming words to make up in verses in a song. And I note them down. After we read a book, we find the meaning of new words together and write down the vocabulary. I get the idea of all kinds of extension activities from the program, and I love helping my girls do all of them. We did a sink or float experiment, a melting experiment, and learned some science. And we made emotional masks and played emotional charades and learned how to identify our emotions. And we made a snow measure to measure snow and the footprints to measure everything at home. And I helped my girls to make their own books too, with words and wordless. I enjoy doing extension activities with my girls, as well as sharing my ideas with my facilitators and other parents. During program, I talk about how I use what I have learned from the program and hoping other families can benefit from the program too. And after the program, I send the facilitators emails sharing how the girls did the extension activities, what we have learned from the program, what good children's book we have read, and what extra activity we have done. I can spend hours on sharing my stories with you, but Donna said I could speak no more than 5 minutes. So I will continue sharing my ideas, comments, and thoughts with facilitators by email. My girls and I will continue attending your programs, and when they get bigger, I would like to attend your adult program and apply for being a volunteer. Today, I'm here accepting this honor, but this award belongs to the great team from CFL as well. I would like to say again what I once told you, another fantastic facilitator, Lisa, in one of my emails. CFL's program are the best, not one of the best, but the best. So a lot of thanks to CFL and its excellent facilitators, especially Lisa, Janine, Tara, and Sheena, for all you have been doing to help the families like us to reach their literacy goals. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minna. Before we let you go, what are the names of the girls and how old are they?
They are Annabelle and Caitlin. They are 5 years old and 3 years and a half.
You have your hands full. It's a great pleasure to meet you. And what advice would you have for any other parents that want to improve their language skills in English, that are juggling a busy schedule in kids? What advice would you have to that parent that's not sure what the next step to take might be? What's your advice for them?
I would say it's never too early. It's never too late. Come to attend the amazing program from Center for Family Literacy to support the literacy development for your own child and or yourself.
Well, look, it's simply a delight to meet you. Congratulations. We congratulate you and the girls, and look forward to seeing the time when you are a volunteer at the center. So thank you very much, and congratulations. So congratulations again to everyone, all of the recipients, all of the nominees, and thank you to the people, the nominators. Without people doing the nominations, we don't have winners. We don't have people to give these awards to. And so thank you for seeing these people work so hard and wanting to recognize them. As we've seen in the stories of the award winners today, a literate society is the foundation for sustainable prosperity. From daily living and work success to mental and physical health, particularly during this COVID time, increased literacy skills open doors to improve quality of life for individuals, families, and the community as a whole. And if we can help our fellow citizens here in Edmonton, in Canada, and around the world to build their own bridge of literacy, then the opportunity to discover that we're truly all connected will be astounding. And Donna went with an African proverb, so I'm gonna see your African proverb, Donna, and raise you an African proverb. And one of my favorites is this, and it goes, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. I know everyone who's connected to the Center for Family Literacy will go very far together. Thank you for the invitation. Congratulations to everyone. I can't wait to see you all in person very soon. Take care.
Thank you so much, Randy, and very huge congratulations to all of our nominees and to our winners. And thank you for sharing with us your stories. It's always really, really moving. And I kind of get blown away. Congratulations to everybody. And thank you again to Randy. And it's all very inspiring. And it's really cool to hear too that we have bridges that go to Belize. I did not know we had bridges that big. And it tells you, as you're saying, there's no limits. Keep going. We got to keep building those bridges. Thank you to everyone for attending and sharing this celebration, especially because we were not within our time. We've had so much to share. Thank you for sticking with us and sharing with us. Don't stop being passionate about learning. Keep going. Good night.